Hi, welcome to Christy's Stamp Spot. I'm Christy. I'm an independent demonstrator here in the United States. Today is June 13th, 2023. I'm just going to check, make sure all my things are working. Still for the novice, it's going live on YouTube. Just trying to check to see if it is going live. Yep, I see I'm live. Oop, there I am. Muy bien. Hopefully my son is checking to make sure that the sound is working. Hopefully that is working. Awesome. So welcome. Ooh, I have a very cute Hey Chuck bundle card for you guys today. Let's go ahead and turn you down. Awesome. So have you guys checked out this cute Hey Chuck bundle that's in our new annual catalog? It is so totes adorbs. We're going to make this cute and quick card in case you still need a Happy Father's Day card that you let me make sure the sound is good. If you need a quick card to make for Father's Day and you have this super cute bundle, I'm going to show you guys how to make this cute and quick card with making a little peekaboo with one of the punches. So you can use any punch. We're going to use one of the inked and tiled punches. Okay, so you can find the Hey Chuck bundle in your annual catalog on page 49. And so it is a photopalm, no, actually it's not photopalm, this is a red rubber, right? Yes, a red rubber cling stamp. So you can find that, and that is right here's the stamp set. And then you can see down here, that is the die. So the dies are also in the back. You can find them on page 158, but also you can get it as a bundle. And I love buying the bundles. Stampin' Up! Offers them usually the very first time that they are introduced to a catalog or publication, and you get 10% off when you buy the stamp set and the dies together using that number. So the Hey Chuck bundle number is the one that's down here. You type that in, you get when you order, and you can get the 10% off when you buy them together. And this is a fabulous stamp set to get in a bundle. So the stamp set is super cute. If you guys remember, we've had some chick bundles. I think we had a birthday chick. I can't remember which the other, but they're kind of girls. And this is for the guys. The You Rule the Roost. It has a rise and shine. It's your birthday with that cute little cake. You've got something to crow about, as well as it's got a fence and a skateboard. And here's a chap in like little chicken chap in trunks or shorts. And then we've got this cutie, and this one's squawking. And then this is the actual one we're going to use today. I love him. He's adorable. And he looks like he's peeking. That's what we're going to use. And then the dies are also pretty awesome. And they are also called Hey Chuck. I love Stampin' Up! Change. So the dies match the stamp name. And there are 9 dies. And so they have the ones that cut out the images, as well as a very awesome sunburst. We're actually going to use that today. And then the weather vane, which is really awesome. So this is a great set of dies, especially if you love these fabulous chickens, which I totally do. Or roosters, I guess, because these are the guy ones. Super cute. Okay, so let me go. Put this away because I've already done all the die cutting. So we're also going to use this really fabulous paper, and this is actually a piece of the inked and tiled designer series paper. And so that is actually the designer series paper is right here, inked and tiled inked botanicals. You're going to find that on page 131 at the top. And this one is also included in the 15% off designer series paper sale that's going on right now. And you don't have to do anything but just order before the 30th of June to get the 15% off of this fabulous designer series paper. And it is a 6x6 pack. It's really pretty. I love all these colors. So lovely. Kind of fall. I love Calypso Coral. It's got some Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, my 2 favorites. and Lost Lagoon, which I am so happy that is back. I love it so much. So, and then we're going to use a piece of Very Vanilla, which we usually use. I usually use Basic White, but today we're going to use some Very Vanilla, as well as we're going to use the punches. So you're going to find the punches starting on page 146. And we're actually going to use the punch bundle that matches that, that goes the suite with that designer series paper, the inked and tile punch pack, right? So it's this one right here. It's like the X, and then this one's kind of like a sunburst. Well, we're gonna use this one today, but it's the one of two. You get them together, and this one's like an X. I've seen people also, trim it to make it a label. Um, it matches that big pack of designer series paper. There's actually some stuff that you can punch out that matches that design, but it's beautiful, and it is in the suite with the inked and tiled. You can buy them by themselves, and you can see that it's an expensive pack, but they're $40 um, for your fix my computer. It like shuts down. um, you can get that as by themselves, or you can order it as a bundle, and then there's the bundle price right there to save the 10% if you want to get the stamp set with the bundle. And then on the suite page, you can also get it as the suite price. I don't think I put a tag by the suite. I'm be doing a bunch of stuff with this later. I'm designing a class. Right here on page 94, you can find um, that's where the suite is, the Ink Botanical Suite, and there's some really beautiful samples that they use with that designer series paper and that punch. And it's a really beautiful stamp set. Although we're not using that one today, we're using the Hey Chuck. I think that is, yeah, all you need from your annual catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. I showed you that beautiful stamp set. Okay, so what you need first is a piece of Calypso Coral, and Calypso Coral is my favorite color. I think it still is. I love, especially with petal pink, they're like my favorite. They go really well together. This is a piece of the 8.5 by 11 that is cut in half, so it's at 11 by 5 1/4, and then scored at 5 1/2 with this upfold, which is like my favorite. Um, and then we need a piece of that inked botanical designer series paper, and I've actually cut this one at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, which is usually my panel. The outside usually like would do a mat. So I didn't do a mat on this time because we didn't want to punch through an extra piece of cardstock, and I really, because I want it to make it easy, it's got to be right where it fits really nicely inside. And then we need a piece of very vanilla cardstock to go on the inside, and we're going to cut another piece of that designer series paper, and I'm cutting this one to match my inside layer, so it's at 1 inch by 5 1/8. So I usually do my inside layers at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. We're going to need a little bitty stitch banner, and this stitch banner is from the Stylish Shapes. I don't know if you guys have that. This is one of those you must have kind of staples. It has a great set of dies as well as these banners. We're going to use the littlest stitch banner to make our little U rule. And then we need a sun, and the sun is in crushed curry. And went ahead and already also die cut out the sun with the Haychuck. Use the Haychuck dies. Showed you that sunburst. So lovely. Out. We need one of those for our front. We need a strip of Calypso's Coral, and it's actually 1/8 inch. And then we're just gonna glue it on at the end and snip it off so it's flush with that with our card. And then we need a strip for the back. So I don't never leave it naked. And so this is going to be 4 inches by 1.5 of that same designer series paper 6x6. Okay, so let's get started. Awesome. So we've got all of our things. So the first thing we want to do is we want to glue our piece to our card front, right? So we're going to take some glue. I'm going to glue this on. Now I only usually go around the edges. But I know that this is about where I'm going to punch my hole, right? Or did I do it the other side? I did do it the other side. Okay. Just so I want to make sure that I've got a little bit of extra glue because I don't want my designer series paper to come up in around the hole. Right? We're going to punch with our punch. Let's get that on even. I love glue because it does give you a little bit of extra room to kind of maneuver your paper around. Go. Awesome sauce. And then we're going to take our punch and we're going to put it where we want it to go. So I want it to go low to the bottom. Remember, this goes up we're going to stamp it actually onto this page so it's not really heavy. We know that's where we want it to be, and I know it's going to be just about here. So I want it to be up like right here. I'm going to put the little rule underneath, right, the roost. So I don't want it super low. So I'm actually going to put it, it's about a half an inch, about, yeah, 3/4 of an inch. No, I guess from the edge of here, not from where the, and I'm going to go all the way in. I'm going to make sure it goes all the way in and then just punch it just like that. So now we have our peekaboo. So the reason why I do this first is because then it's much easier to line up the chicken with the hole than the hole with the chicken, right? So, or I guess our rooster. Okay. So I'm not going to glue this piece in yet, right? I'm going to set this down like I want it and set it there. And then I'm just going to take a pencil and I want his face to go kind of right here. So I'm just going to put a little dot in the middle of my, I'm just going to put a little pencil mark right here in the middle. So that's where I know I'm going to stamp my chicken. Okay. So now because I really want his face to go like right there. Okay. Let's get our chicken out. So cute. And I don't even have it mounted. I need this one. And block. There we go. And then I'm just going to use Memento Black ink because I want to color him with my Stampin' Blends. Got it nice and inked. Maybe I should do it this way. He's not stinking. Go. Cover it up so I don't get black ink everywhere. Okay, so I know that that's where my mark is. So that's where I want to kind of stamp his face. Kind of know that's kind of where I want it to go. So I'm just going to, just like that. And then let's make sure. I cut an extra piece just in case I messed up. But here we go. When we put our chap in, look, perfect. Awesome sauce. Okay, so then I'm going to take my eraser and erase my little mark. Make sure that's cleared off. Don't have anything on there. Muy bien. And then now we just have to color our chicken. Okay, so I'm going to use the two Stampin' Blends I'm going to use to color my chicken are Calypso Coral, so it kind of matches, and our the Wild Wheat, which is our new in color, which I love, and that is kind of that darker color on our designer series paper. So I'm going to use the dark Wild Wheat to do his leg. Now, I'm sure that there are like the real colors for the chicken. And if there is a color, like if you were going to do red or something, you would use a different card base. So I just want them to all match. As you can see, here we go. I'm just gonna open this up so I can show, so I can see it. Oops, don't knock you over your sun. Just like that. And save that for something else. And then I'm gonna take the dark Calypso Coral. And I'm just gonna do his little gobbly thing. I don't know what that's called. His eyelid. I'm not gonna do like a ton of shading. I am gonna use darker on the edges there. And then on his wings. So basically where they have the, like the black marks too, I'm going to use that kind of as my, where I'm going to put the darker color. And then I'm just going to fill it in kind of a little bit of the wild wheat, mostly the light Calypso Coral. To give them a little bit more brown-ish yellow color. So, wings. This little back fluff there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my dark wild wheat again. Oh no, I want the light wild wheat. The light wild wheat. I'm just going to do a little bit on his body, a little bit on the tail, not too much of the wild wheat. And then I'm just going to fill it all in with my light Calypso Coral. I'm going to blend it to make my fabulous little rooster. I'm going to call him chicken. I don't know a lot. And then when you color over the wild wheat with it, um, some of that color, the brown comes through. It kind of gives it more of a variation. It's kind of cool looking. So I didn't like not go over the where I colored it with the wild wheat. I did go over it with my Calypso Coral. It just kind of blended it. And the blends do really cool when you do a blend color over a blend color. It definitely changes it. Oh, you know what? I did think I used the pumpkin pie for his beak. I did. That was like the one color I did do that was different. So let me go ahead and grab my pumpkin pie. Just right off camera here. Get my pumpkin pie. There we are. I did add some pumpkin pie to his beak. I can't remember. Do I want to do a light pumpkin pie? No, I like the dark one. So I'm gonna use the dark pumpkin pie to color his beak. Awesome. I didn't add really any light to the back. Take my Calypso Coral again, and then we are done with coloring our rooster. So cute. I love these Hey Chuck. They're so adorable. The critters lately have just been so totes adorable. I didn't get. There we go. Awesome. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Wink of Stella. See them really good. I'm just going to add the Wink of Stella to his eyes. I'm just going to add a little bit to his plumage, feathers. I like sparkle. There we go. Awesome sauce. There we go. And that's it. That's all we have to do for the coloring of our rooster. It's super easy. Now we're gonna need to write the words. Now, if you notice, I'm gonna mask it off, and you can use a post-it note or post-it note, or you can use a piece of post-it tape. I'm actually gonna use a piece of post-it tape, and I just got this on Amazon. I think you can get it at any of the stores. Walmart or Target. But I just got off Amazon. And I'm gonna cover, so we want to do the roost. So I'm gonna cover you rule. So it's you rule the roost. So I'm gonna do you rule on the front and the roost on the back. So I'm just gonna cover it up so that just the roost is uncovered. And then I'm going to take my Memento Black and I'm going to ink it up. So I'm not going to like full on ink like that. I'm just going to do it so it's kind of off. And with the tape sticking out, it is a little bit easier to see where that's going to be. You will get a little bit of black on your tape and then you'll take it off. This way you get it nice and inked to the roost. And we're just going to take that off. Make sure you move that out of the way so you don't actually put your hand in where it's gotten that ink on there. And then we are going to stamp that underneath our under our rooster. But first I want to make sure, because I don't want it to show. And I've just dropped that on the ground, but I'll get that in a second. Okay. I just don't want it to show. So we want to make sure that when we put this in like this, that's going to be here. See, it shows his legs are his feet are completely covered. So you know that it'll be fine on the bottom. Now I just huffed on this because I waited so long to do it, and then I'm just gonna have to here get that knife, just stamp that right there underneath his feet, just like that. Is that awesome? So cute. Okay, we're halfway there. Okay, so then I'm gonna clean that off nice and good, and then I'm going to take my piece of designer series paper that's the 1" by 5 1/8, and I'm gonna glue. I'm going to add that to the inside of my card. To the inside panel. There we go. So now our inside panel is done. Isn't he cute? OMG, so cute. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put him inside our card. Oops. Didn't get this on there right. I moved it. When I touched it, I moved it. I want it to be even. There we go. Now put it in. And then I've done this all before I glued it in. So if I messed up, I could just get another piece of vanilla cardstock. Right. So it was the vanilla, a regular vanilla, very vanilla. There we go. Muy bien. Okay, so there we go. Now we know we have our chicken. So now we just have to finish our card front. Usually we do the card front first, and this time we had to do the inside layer first. Okay, so now we know that we need to put our little strip. So you find your little, or the orange strip, like I said, it was 1/8 inch. And then I think we just want it to go flat against this edge. I did drop my card. Let me pick that up really quick, so we can look at it for the example. Because we still have to finish the, we do need to stamp a little bit more. Okay, so still want to put this in there we go, my chamois. Okay, so I'm putting it at the bottom of the corner. So you see you have your star, this one that's right here, the point. It's gonna go to that bottom of that point. So just like this, right across. So I mean, that's just where I want my sun to go, kind of like that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue to my little strip here. I'm gonna put it like that. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. There we go. And then we're just going to take our paper snips and snip off the excess. Just like that. Won't need that anymore. So there we go. Now we have our little strip, and that's actually where we're going to add our sun. So I actually put my sun up on, I popped it up on this one. And I like that it's popped up, but this one I'm not going to actually pop up. Because I noticed that I was always, because I had this up, and I don't have these glued down, I kept catching them on stuff. So if that's not a problem for you, then I would definitely put this up on dimensionals. Since I keep breaking off it's driving me nuts catching it on something. I'm actually going to glue down my sun because I want it to not be catching on everything. Right, so I'm going to add a little bit of sun. Now, because I'm adding glue to this, and you hate to use the glue to get it everywhere, and you like the sticky adhesive sheets, then when you die cut out your piece of crushed curry, use a piece of, put a little bit of that adhesive sheet on your crushed curry and then die cut it out so it's like a sticker. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I really like the way it looked with it being popped up. However, like I said, I caught on everything. So I'm going to glue this one down right there on the edge. And I want it to be a little bit over the Calypso Coral piece. Out so I can see that good. See, and then I'm just going to glue it down right there. And then like that. That way it's more solid onto my card front. Man, like you can tell, right? Like I've already cut this a couple of times, not even trying to. I don't want it to, especially if you're going to mail them. I think I would definitely glue down the sun because those little pieces seem to really get caught. Okay, so then we're going to stamp our sentiment. And I like I said, I use the very vanilla again, and I've used that tiny piece from the stitched the stylus shapes, and then I'm going to get another piece. Don't use your same piece. I guess you could, but I always transfer ink onto my hands again from that piece. So I always throw it away. So then we don't want the roost part. We want just the your U rule. So we're going to put it to the U rule. And when I cut it, see it has little jagged edges on this side or the flat edge. I always make sure I put it on the flat edge. Just like that. So I can get it just as close without having any overlap. Just like that. And then again, I'm going to get out my Memento ink. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to try to get it to the edge. And you can see that I can use that to go on where the tape comes off as a guide. Make sure I'm getting it nice and inked. You want to definitely make sure you get your sentiment inked up. Okay. Go. And then you're going to take that off. And then you're going to put that onto this in the center of your little die cut. Just like that. You rule. How cute is that? Super adorable. So I'm definitely going to pop this one up because it's not as delicate. I'm used to popping up my stuff. And I love to use the edges for these. So this is kind of small. I think a full one would fit. But man, it's like these edges are made for these littler pieces. So just cut that off the edge. Stick that on. Like that. Oops. I've got glue on my fingers. Glue everywhere. Where did I do a little glue eraser? You guys get the glue erasers. I know Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them, but you can get them on Amazon or at the dollar store, right? They're not very expensive. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put that over top. I actually get ink. I got a little bit of ink or a little piece of. Okay. All right, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh look, it is. It's gonna drive me nuts. You guys did that, and I was trying so hard not to get black on my. So this is a little sand eraser. Let me see if I can get it with the sand eraser. If not, I have an extra one. And do it again. I got ink on my finger and transferred it to the. Off. Memento black is hard. Oh, is that really? I'm like, really? Is it gonna bother me? I think it's gonna bother me. Let's do it again. All right. All right. So let's pull that off softly so you don't tear your card. Okay. Let's do that again. I can't believe that. I just got a little bit of black ink somehow. All right. So clean this off completely. Get another piece of that tape. Just needing the U rule part. A little bit too much water. Too water. Okay. And down there, just like that. Let's try this one more time. Not get the black ink all over myself. I have to also clean. I'm really bad about putting my lid on my Memento ink. I scrape to get ink on the edges of the lid. So sometimes that is what I do. Is I pick up my ink from the lid, which is just annoying. I do that. No, looks good. Do that again. Only a little bit of it's only a little bit of cardstock. If it's totally gonna bother you, then totally restamp it. Because it's only a tiny bit of cardstock, right? Stitch the little shape. My Ben. Okay, now this one doesn't have any. Does not have any of the. But don't try to save. I don't try to save that. Once I try to pull it off, I just toss it. That I can usually you can get all icky trying to get it off. So I'm just gonna get a new one. Lots and lots. These edges. That was gonna drive me nuts. I know that little ink, especially the black one. That always go do do do, and then it goes right over the edge again. Awesome. There we go. Isn't that nice and so cute? Okay, so now we just need a little bit of bling, even though it's a masculine card. I love these. I think these are now on back order or unorderable, but they will be back. The ink 2020, 2023, 2025 in color dots. They are like a new must. I'm going to use the wild wheat um, dots to add to our card. And what did I do with the card? I was hidden it under the. I love these because of course, I'm loving our new ink colors, but I also really love that they have there's three different sizes. Um, love the different sizes on these. I'm using only two of the sizes. I don't have a lot of going on in this, so I don't want to have the little ones are a little too little, but I use the little ones on a bunch of stuff, so that's how it goes. So there you go. Look at that. Is that cute? Love of love. Um, and that is this one. It has the sun is popped up and it catches. It doesn't, making sure it's glued down doesn't actually really detract because you're going to pop up that rule. And it looks so cute. And then you can use, of course, you can use any punch that you want. Just make sure you do the punch first and then you stamp your image on the inside. How cute is that? Love, 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 and super adorable. Okay, so again, a card's not done until the back is done, even though we've kind of done it in a differently than we usually do it. So I'm going to add a strip of that designer series paper. Again, I love that ink botanical to the back, 1/2 by 4 inches. That's the back of my card. And then I'm going to stamp with my Stampin' Up! Because it's not done until it has the Stampin' Up! Copyright, which keeps me in compliance with the Angel policy, but also this feels done when I add that on there. And I really like this new one. This is from the Stamped with Love, which is in the new annual catalog. Love, love, love. And then I'm going to actually, I usually just do what's ever on the inside, but this time I'm going to do the whole sentiment on the back in the memento ink. So try to clean those off so I don't get that black everywhere. And there you go. Now it's completely done. Isn't that awesome? It's super cute and super quick. It uses that um, fabulous designer series paper that's on sale this month, and that fabulous hay chuck. Is I mean, these images are totes adorable for these roosters. So, and it has a little peekaboo. So cute. Love, love, love. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's card. Um, like I mentioned, we are in the middle of our designer series paper sale. So, so much of our fabulous designer series paper is 15% off. So our normal designer series paper, and it is until June 30th. So at 15%, you can totally um, stock up, which is a great because we have some gorgeous papers, and it just came out last month. So um, we haven't had it that long. We also have a brand new kit, the Boho Beach kit. So if you love those kits, I love our kit collection. We have a brand new one that you can find in my online store under the kit collection. It makes these fabulous beach themed cards, super awesome. Our new paper pumpkins period just started. So you have until July 10th to pick up the Fun in the Sun. So another kind of beach themed, and it is actually going to be a fun fold. I think it's a step card, I think is what it's called. So that is going to be super fun, especially if you haven't, really tried your hand at fun folds. This is a great chance to try them because they've done all the work and the design for you, which is fabulous. And then of course we have our starter kit plus. So this is our joining promotion. Stampin' Up is offering, and if you want to join Stampin' Up, and I'd love to have you join my team. Where you become a demonstrator, you buy the starter kit. It's $99, and for that $99, you get $155 worth of product that you choose. So right there, that's $55 value. And then you get free shipping, which is fantastic, right? And there's also some catalogs and some business supplies and a sample paper pumpkin kit as well. But there's no obligation to get that $55 discount and that free shipping. Um, but once you do become a demonstrator, you can order from the catalog or from our online exclusives. Right now, we have some really cute online exclusives that just demonstrators are allowed to pre-order. Um, that will go that everyone else can get starting July 6th. Um, you can add that to your starter kit, those pre-order items, or after you get it, after you become a demonstrator, you can order any of our pre-order items as well as anything from the catalog with your 20% discount. So um, that 20% discount is awesome. So that the savings continues. So but even if you don't make that first order, you still get that first. It's like the best deal ever. It always is our best deal. And usually we get 125, but they've upped it to 155 this month. So during June until the 30th, you can take advantage of that. If you have any questions, I have more information on my website, or you're welcome to email me. I'll have all the information about that, and all of our other specials will be in the body of this description of this video. And of course, if you need anything, um, please let's see. I've got my host code. Go on. Yay! There's my June host code. Whenever you order from me online, I send you a thank you card in the mail. If you order $35 before shipping and handling, I send you a free PDF. And then if you order $50 before shipping and handling, I also send you a free embellishment with your thank you card. So there's lots of fabulous incentives to order with me besides getting all these great, fabulous Stampin' Up products. So and also thank you guys so much for joining me, and hopefully you enjoyed this super cute card. Go ahead and change my title back. Yay! And please like and subscribe to my channel. You can get more fabulous um, cards on Tuesday mornings. I'll be out here on Tuesday mornings, as well as my other videos that I post on YouTube. Make sure you've subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hear a comment. Tell me what your favorite part of the Hey Chuck. If you've used this one, if you've got this one, if you want to get it, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy stamping. Bye, guys.